Well, today we are going to have a look at exponential expressions. So simplify we'll start with this one here. 1/2 to an exponent -3 a 1/2 exponent -3. Now, this work out as 1 to the power -3 into 2 to the power -3. We are going to invert. The 2 goes up, the 1 goes down, and then when this goes up, the exponent will change the sign. It's going to be positive. 2 to the power 3 is 8, and 1 to the power 3 is 1. The answer is 8. We look at B. B says 2 exponent -1 minus 2 exponent of -2. This is 1. If I take 2 down, the exponent here is negative. If I take it down, it becomes positive. 1/2 to the power of 2 positive exponents. This is a half minus a quarter. LCM there is 4. 2 into 4 goes 2 times. 2 times this one here. Minus 4 into 4 goes once. 1 times that one there. That is 2 minus 1 over a 4. 1 over a 4. We expect that a half minus a quarter, because half has 2 quarters. 2 quarters minus 1 remainder, 1 quarter there. And then we have C here. C will be 8/27 to the exponent -2/3. We know that 8 is 2 to the power of 3, and 27 is 3 to the power of 3. -2/3. This can be written as 2/3 to the power of 3 -2/3 This becomes 2 over 3. The 3 will drop with the 3 there. Negative 2. Now, this is the same as 2 to the power minus 2 over 3 to the power minus 2. If I take 3 up, it's 3 squared over 2 squared. And that gives you 9 over 4. We have a look at the next one. In the next one, we'll take this form here. 3 negative 1 plus 2 negative 1 to the power of negative 1. This becomes 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2 to the power of negative 1. These are fractions. We look for the LCM, or we can say this is 1 over 3 plus 1 over 2 to the power negative 1. We multiply this one by 1. We multiply this one again by 1. 10 times 1 is 10. If you multiply by 1, you haven't done anything, any change there. So that's going to be 2 over 6 plus 3 over 6 to the power of negative 1. That becomes a common denominator. 2 plus 3. That becomes 5 over 6 to the power of negative 1. In the previous answer, you will agree that this is 6 over 5. If you compare the previous question to this one, you'll see why. The next one will be (3a) over 3a minus 2 minus 2. This will be 3 minus 2a minus 2, the power law, into 3a minus 2. Now, this will cancel with that. And we remain with 3 negative 2 over 3 to the power 1. Now we can take the 3 down. Multiply by 3. If it's down, the sign there changes to positive. 3 times 9. 1 over 27. Now, Let's go to this one here. Says 6 exponent 0 plus 6 exponent 0 plus square root of 2 to the power of 4 plus half exponent negative 2 here. Any number to the power 0 is 1. 2 to square root of 2 to the power of 4, the same as 4. If you remove the radical sign, 1/2 plus, here is the same as 1/2 negative 2. This is 1 plus 2 to the power 2. Half of 4 is 2. And then here, we can take that as 2/1 exponent of 2 here. Let's see what happened there. We have 1/2 to the power negative 2. This is the same as 1 to the power minus 2 to the power minus 2. If I change, the top becomes the bottom becomes the top. It goes to, the sign will change to positive. Positive there. 2 to the power 2 is 4. 1 squared is 1. Answer here is 4. So, which means here we have 1 plus 4 plus 4. That gives you a 9. And then we remove here. And then we will have a look at this one here. What you have here is 16 exponent a quarter plus 32 minus 2/5 to the power half. Now let's start here. This is 2 to the power 4 exponent 1/4 plus 32 is 2 to the power 5. The exponent there was 2/5. The 4 will cancel that 4, remain with the 2 there. The 5 will likewise drop with the 5 there. Or remain with 2, negative 2, 1/2. This is 2 plus 1/4. That becomes 1/4 to the power half. 2 times 4. This is a mixed fraction. We want to write this as an improper fraction. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9/4. The square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 4 is 2. Let's see how we arrive at that. We have here 9/4 to the power 1, power half is the same as 9/4 radical sign, or 9/4 exponent 1/2 is 3 squared, 2 squared, 1/2. Now, this is common exponent. Two multiplied by half is a 1. This is a number and it's reciprocal. That becomes 3/2 to the power of 1. That remains 3/2. Now, let's shift gears and look at this one here. Call this A. 4 n plus 1 multiplied by 8 2n divided by 16 2n minus a 1. This is 2 squared exponent n plus 1. 8 is 2 cubed, is 2 cubed. 8 is 2 cubed. Exponent is 2n there. 16 is 2 to the power of 4. 2n minus 1. Now this one here stands for the 4. This one here is for an 8. And this one here is for the 16 there. I have written 4 and 8 and 16 all in terms of base 2. This becomes 2. We multiply here to remove the bracket. We multiply there. We multiply here to 8n minus 4. Now, if you multiply the powers that have the same base, we add the exponents. We write 1 power there. 2n plus 2 and 6n here. say we multiply powers that have the same base, we add the exponent over 2 8n minus 4, and that gives you 2 plus 6 is 8n plus a 2 all over 2 8n minus a 4. Now, if we divide powers, an exponent and a base forms a power that have the same base. Base is 2 here, we subtract. So it's going to be 2 8n plus 2. We subtract 8n minus 4. This gives us 2 8n plus 2. Negative times positive is negative. Negative times negative is positive. I hope you can realize that 8n and 8n drops. Number in its additive inverse. 2 plus 4 is 6. So your answer becomes 2 exponent 6, which is equal to 64. That's equal to 64. We are going to take another one. This one here will be 12 n plus 1, 27, n minus 2 into 18, 2n minus 1. Twelve is 4 times 3, and then 4, same as 2 squared. And then my exponent remains n plus 1. My exponent here remains n minus 2. And my exponent here is going to be 2n minus 1. But 27 is the same as 3 to the power of 3. And then 18 is 9 times 2. And 9 is 3 squared times 2. Is my exponent there. I've just written 12 in terms of 3 times 4. And I've written 27 in terms of 3 cubed. And I've written 18 here in terms of 9 times 2, which is 18. Now, applying the power law, we multiply here. It's going to be 3, careful, n plus 1, and then 2, 2n plus 2, sorry, and then that is 3 3n minus 6. And then this becomes 3, 4n minus 2, 2n minus 1. Now, hope you realize that these bases are the same. Therefore, here on top, we're going to add, because we multiply 3n plus 1 plus 3n minus 6 multiplied by 2n plus 2. Take this up. If we divide, we subtract 2n minus 1 on the bottom. We haven't forgotten that 3, 4n minus 2. If we add up there, this is 4n minus 5. Now we must subtract this one here. For n minus 2. 2. This is going to be negative 2n plus 1. Negative 2 and negative 2 will drop. It's going to be 2n plus 2 minus 2n plus 1. Negative times negative is positive there. So this will drop with that. 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is 3, 4n minus 1 minus 4n plus 2 times 2 power of 3. Equally well, this drops with that. So minus 1 plus 2 is 1. That becomes 3 to the power 1 times 2 to the power 3, which is 3 times 8, which is 24. We are going to have a look at this one here. That is 2x plus 3 minus 2x plus 1 all over 2x plus a 1. Now let's distribute that. That is 2x multiplied by 2 to the power 3. If the bases are the same, we add the exponent. Minus 2x, 2 to the power 1, 2 multiplied by 2x plus a 1 there. 1 is under the square root sign as well. That you're supposed to realize that 2x is common on top there. 2x is a common factor. We have 2x here. We have 2 exponent x here. We also have 2x there. On top, we write 2 exponent x and do that. What remains is 2 to the power of 3, which is 8. What remains that side is a 2. On the bottom here, I'm going to write 2x times 2 in that fashion, plus a 1. That is equal to that. I hope you are going to realize that this 3 cancels with that 3 there. 2 to the power 3 is 8, minus 2 over 2, plus a 1. 8 minus 2 is 6 over 2, plus a 1. 6 over 2 is a 3. Square root of 4 is plus or minus 2 there. Okay. We are going to have a look at the last one. This is A. X plus 3 plus 2A into x plus 2 into A x plus 2 A x minus 1. Distributing the top one, law of exponent as a power, the bases are the same, we add. So that is a 2 multiplied by A x multiply by A to the power of 2 into AX plus 2 into AX times A minus 1. Now, the bases are the same, we add the exponent that gives you that. Now on top, you see that AX is common, take AX out. We remain with A to the power of 3 plus 2A squared. On the bottom, there's AX is AX. We take her out. This is 1, 2, A to the power minus 1. Can repeat as 1 over A. That's what you have here. See that? We'll cancel that. And I remain with on top. I remain with 8 to the power 3. I realize that I can still take 2a squared outside as a common factor. This is 1. I'm going to write my 1 as 1 over 1, a over a, 2 over a because of this one here. So at the bottom one, I can add. On the top one, I can take a squared out. I remain with a plus 2. On the bottom one here, let's see what happens there. I have a over a, 2 over a. The denominator is the same. I only write 1. The top becomes a plus 2. Now it means on the bottom here, I have a plus 2 over a. And that can be further simplified as this can further be simplified as you can simplify that as a squared into a plus 2 to the power of 1 divide by a plus 2 over a, which will give us a squared into a plus 2 over 1. We changed this division line into a multiplication. We multiply, and when we multiply, we invert that. That becomes a plus 2. Something nice here. This one will drop with that. We will have a squared multiplied by a. That is a cubed. All right. Thus far, we can look at the last one here. The last one here will be 2, 3x minus 3x minus 1 over 5, 3x. You see that the top one can be just 2, 3x minus 3x multiplied by 3 to the power 1. That is 5 into 3x. Now 3x is common once more in this term and that term. Don't forget that on top we have 2 terms there. So 3x goes out. We remain with 2 minus 1 over 3. And then we also have 3x multiplied by 5. That will cancel with that. And we shall remain with 2 minus a third over 5. 2 minus a third remains a 1 2/3 over 5. 1 times 3 is 3 plus 2 is 5 over 3 divided by 5. And mixed fraction here is written as improper fraction. This is the same as 5 over 1. That becomes 5 over 3. Change the division sign to multiplication. That is 1 over 5. And you shall see that 5 cancels with a 5. And we remain with 1/3. That's your answer. That's enough with exponential expressions. Hope you enjoyed. Next time. And bye.